All right, so 13.1 measures of central tendency. We start off talking about the mean, which is another word for average. So your average in statistics is called the mean. So all you would do is add up all your data values and divide by the number of data values that you have. So we have the data set of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To find the mean, we will add up those 5 data values up and divide by 5, which is the number of data values. So 15 divided by 5 would be 3. That would be your average. All right. Next is the median. For the median, you can think about middle value. So first step is list all your data values from least to greatest. Make sure you do that. A lot of times people forget that step. You list all your data values from least to greatest. Then if the number of data values is odd, you're going to take the middle value. If the number of data values is even, you're going to take the mean of the two middle values. So, if you have an odd number of data values, you will have a middle number. But if you have even amount of data values, you won't have a median. You won't have a middle value. So you will take the two middle values, add them up, and divide by 2. All right, so here we have two data sets. First data set is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So in that first set of that, and I said first, in that first data set, we have 5 data values. That's an odd number, so that means we do have a middle value, which is 3. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 would be the middle value, so 3 would be the median. In the second data set, if I have 1 through 6, I have 6 data values. So that means I do not have a legit middle value. What I would do is take the two middle values, 3 and 4, add them together, divide by 2. That gives me 3.5. And that 3.5 is in the middle of your data set. Any questions? Your mode, think about the most or the most frequent. The data value that appears the most frequently. It is possible to not have a mode. It is possible to have more than one mode. Bimodal is having two modes. Multimodal is having more than two modes. And let's see, I'll wait for the example. All right. So here we have the data set 178.235.769.147.456.778. So 789. So the data value that appears the most is 7. Questions on anything? All right. So looking at what we have left as far as the course is concerned, and new material for chapter 13 is 13 to 13.4. We're supposed to have a reasoning test. And of course, our final exam. So both of these will be proctored. So on those days, of course, I'll let you know in advance. And those days you are expected to be here, of course. And then also you have to make sure that your video can be seen and all the good stuff like that. Make sure you bring your ID or some form of ID so I can attach your face to the name yep. So by some chance you don't have a state ID, you do have to have some form of ID so I can attach your name to the face. Of course, those sessions will be recorded as well. Here, as far as new material goes and what you guys are held responsible for, I don't have to make up anything new. Let me see, somebody saying something in the chat. Let me go there. All right. No, you do not. I mean, yes, no, you do not. Yes, you can use a calculator. And as far as repeating, I was just saying that new material. All we have left is 3 more sections. So I won't make up anything new for you to go over other than what you guys are responsible for. Evidently, we were in position to move a little faster than expected, and that's fine. I was trying to make sure that we covered material before the early release date. Normally we extend this thing out all the way till December, but we have early part of November is when our fall session will end, our fall semester will end. So I did want to make sure that we covered everything in enough time. So we will be finished. We'll actually be finished early as far as new material is concerned. Once we've covered everything, then pretty much every day that we have outside of the reasoning test and the final exam will pretty much be set up for a review for you guys to ask whatever questions you want to ask. Once again, I won't create new material for you to be held responsible for. So you have a reasoning test, which is basically a test that emphasizes logic. Um, I don't know if there's anything really to study for necessarily. It's just that it has some basic things. I think I have a test that's similar to it. I can send you guys just to give you an idea of what's on it. But it really is just testing your reasoning skills and your logic. But they get us to administer that, every semester for certain classes. 103 is one of those classes. And then your exam. I was saying both of those are to be project though. In other words, I'm supposed to be able to see you guys when we're doing those 2 tests. Your other ones have been take home. Those 2 you would do at the appointed time, and you have to make your video camera available so that I can see you, and you have to bring your ID on those days. All right. Questions on what I said there? Questions? Any questions? Make sure we are clear. So as far as in WebAssign, you should ultimately have 5 tests at 13, 12, 17, 9. I think we started off at 7. Yeah, you should ultimately have 5 tests. So make sure you do them. I haven't posted chapter 13 yet, of course, because we're not done with it. But we started in chapter 7. You had one for chapter 7, one for chapter 9, one for chapter 10 and 11, and one for chapter 12. So it's 4 up there right now. So take advantage of this time. Take advantage of the fact that we're ahead, and you will have some free time to knock this stuff out without new material, being sent your way. Questions or concerns before we close out? I'm not going to do more than one session a day because we only got 3 left, so we're in a good place. Questions or concerns before we close out this morning? Make sure we're good. Everybody's good. Everybody's straight. Okay. So once again, take advantage of this situation. Also, don't forget to when you submit your test to send me your scratch work for your test. That is a part of your test taking that you send me your scratch work. So don't forget to do that. Some of you have been doing that. Appreciate you doing so. So make sure that you guys are doing that. Outside of that, you guys have a great day. I will see you on Thursday where we will cover 13.2. Everybody take care.